Friday, July 1, year of our Lord 2022. And I am creating this video for the podcast at Missional Money Podcast. And I just posted this where you can find this video as well as today's information is at missionalmoney.com. But I also posted this Happy Independence Day wish to bayrockfinancial.com. So you can find this post at both places, or if you happen to be watching on Facebook or the YouTube, well, you've already found us, and there'll be a link below on YouTube and on Facebook. But this is Happy Independence Day. I sent out an email to my clients, and by the way, what do you think if you're watching this video, you see an image on the post, which is a GIF file, and this is what I sent out in my email, wishing my clients and friends and everyone who's on my email list a Happy Independence Day. So if you missed the email, let me just tell you what I said. Today is Friday, the 1st. I didn't say that in the email, but hope you're doing great and getting ready for a big bang of a long weekend. I wanted to send out a little trivia in honor of Independence Day. Did you know it was actually July 2nd, 1776 that Congress voted to free the U.S. from British rule? However, it wasn't until 2 days later that John Hancock signed the first signature to the Declaration of Independence, the document that would spread the news of the vote. So here's to celebrating freedom on Independence Day and every day. I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and friends and barbecue and so on. The real purpose for this post, what I wanted to get out, I created this cash flow planning guide. So that's in the title of the podcast. It's in the title of this post. So cash flow planning has become it's always been a very important part of financial planning. And I created this post with 5 really important resources. If you're working on your financial plan, if you're thinking about inflation, and if you're dealing with any of the issues in today's post or in today's world, let me just go over what they are real quick. First of all, we have 5 clickable links in this post, so you can download these checklists, these financial planning guides, just by clicking on. You'll see that they're links. So I'm going to click on those links in a minute and unpack each of these checklists quickly and briefly. But if you just scroll down, if you go to missionalmoney.com or bayrockfinancial.com, you'll find the Happy Independence Day post, and that's where these resources are. And again, you'll just see these links, and I'm going to click on those links in a minute to show you. So 5 resources. The first is that beautiful Happy Independence Day image. The GIF, it's a beautiful red, white, and blue flag waving with some nice white letters in front of it. I posted that, by the way, as the featured image in both of these posts on bayrockfinancial.com and on missionalmoney.com. And I didn't know this. Did you know that if you post a GIF file, a GIF file, one of those moving images, if you post that as a featured image in WordPress, it will actually show up when you click on the post. I didn't know that. I've never done that before, so I'm pretty excited. So anyway, here we go. 5 guides that are included in this post. Number 1 is cash flow and inflation, and you can see a little bit of information there. I'll click on that in a minute and just kind of highlight it. Cash flow planning is a huge part of every financial plan. It's something I work on with all of my clients as we go through the financial planning process. It's especially important now with inflation running hot. And so that's the next checklist, is a high inflation checklist. And again, I'll click on this in a minute. But if you're at home in front of your computer or on your phone, you can click this little link and it will open up the guide. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and open this one and just show you so that you can see I'm not asking for your email address or any information. I just posted these guides as kind of my gift to you on Independence Day. They really are helpful, and I think they're important. as far as your financial planning. I use them with my clients, and I'm making them available if you are a client. So each of these links, the high inflation checklist, as you'll see, it covers cash flow issues, which are very important. And you'll see the categories in this checklist, in this guide. And you can just review those and make a check mark, click, highlight anything that's relevant to you that needs a little more focus. And again, that's something that helps me help my clients as we go through the financial planning process, specifically cash flow in a time of high inflation. We deal with tax issues, asset and debt issues, cash flow, as we said. So that is the high inflation checklist. Moving on down the list, we have another very relevant and very popular checklist, financial planning guide. It's the market correction checklist. So when you click on that one, you'll see again, we have cash flow issues, this is really part of the cash flow planning bundle, if you will, because we deal with cash flow in like I said, in every financial plan, asset and debt issues as well, tax planning issues as well. In a market like we're in now, it really does help to take a closer look at your investments and how they're being managed. And so one of the things I wanted to just mention is long-term planning issues. And this is always an important part of the financial planning process, whether we're talking about retirement or managing the risk in your investments or managing the risk just in your life in terms of things like your insurance, home, auto, your life insurance, your long-term care insurance, disability insurance, depending on if you're still working. There are lots of ways that we manage risk, and the financial planning process, a comprehensive financial plan, that's part of the gap analysis that I do with clients as we go through the process. A gap analysis is really just going through your financial life and looking for gaps. And so risk management is one of those areas that's pretty important. And then there's estate planning. And is your will up to date? Do you have a medical power of attorney? Do you have a financial power of attorney? All of these pieces of the estate planning puzzle are part of the bigger blueprint for your financial success. So again, these are just checklists to give you some focus points as you review your financial plan and your long-term planning, especially in light of what's going on today in the stock market with inflation in the economy. So I hope you'll click on that market correction checklist. If you happen to be buying a home, this is a very popular planning checklist. And so let's click on that and just see what's in there. Again, cash flow issues, mortgage-related issues. Your mortgage is a very important piece of your financial plan, so we take a close look at that. And you can see, again, estate planning issues, other issues, tax planning issues. All of these issues and each of the individual items on this checklist will be helpful. Hopefully can be helpful if you happen to be buying a house. So that's our home buyer checklist. And you can check that out again at missionalmoney.com, bayrockfinancial.com. And here's one that's it's very important. I don't know if I want to say it's popular, but it's the unemployment checklist. So if you happen to be a person who has found out that you're going to be unemployed soon, this is a good checklist to give you kind of a context or the context for your financial planning right now. So again, we have some of the same categories in terms of cash flow, and we have health insurance. That's another category we haven't seen on the other checklists. So if you're unfortunately, or maybe by choice, about to be unemployed, the unemployment checklist is a very, very valuable checklist. And again, all you got to do is click on these links and it'll take you right to the form and you can download it. I've posted them on missionalmoney.com. And then finally, the last checklist is the retirement checklist. This is probably the most important, most popular. So whether you're planning on retiring soon or in the not so distant future, this checklist is very helpful. It has 32 issues, 32 questions, kind of items to think about as you prepare for retirement. Obviously, cash flow is one, health insurance and insurance, or health, I guess it's health care and insurance issues. Those are always important pieces of the planning puzzle. Again, this is probably the checklist that has the most issues related to retirement that become part of the gap analysis. So again, when I work with someone to do a financial plan, a comprehensive financial plan, I do what I call a gap analysis to create your blueprint for financial success. I want to go through all of the important areas of your financial life as I build a comprehensive model based on your specific financial situation. One of the things I want to do is identify any gaps that you have in your financial life. And so this checklist is really a helpful tool for that purpose. It kind of goes hand in hand with that gap analysis and the financial planning process. So that's it. I did want to mention real quick, if you are in the need to engage in a financial plan during these uncertain times with high inflation and an economy that seems to be on the brink and a market correction well underway, if you are feeling like it's time to update or upgrade your financial plan, I hope you'll give me a call. I'm easy to reach. Just leave a comment or shoot me an email. Click on any of the links at missionalmoney.com. Let me go to, so there we're at Missional Money. Let me go to, there's the Bayrock. You can see the pages are very similar because the guy who built these pages is not that creative, although he did learn how to use a beautiful GIF file in the featured image on these posts and also in this video. So I hope you'll check it out. If you want to reach me, again, there's lots of ways to do that. Go to either website, missionalmoney.com or bayrockfinancial.com, and let's have a conversation. Thanks for watching this video, and thank you for being an American. I hope you're a good American. I hope you, like me, appreciate this country and the freedom that we have because of so many sacrifices. And I'm thankful, I'm grateful, and I hope you have a wonderful Independence Day weekend, and I'll see you next time on the Missional Money podcast or somewhere out there. Have a great day, have a great weekend.